Y'all, I said I wasn't going to give Bobo another minute of my time, but she went and said something so outrageous and stupid, I just had to comment. And really, we need to know who these people are that we have sitting in Congress, so-called representing us. And believe me, she doesn't represent us. Colorado, for the love of all that is holy, do not send that woman back to Congress. If she goes back, she gets pension and health care for life while denying health care and fair wages to the rest of us. Does that sound right to you? Because it doesn't sound right to me. Anyway, as per Miedas Touch reporting, and yes, I love Miedas Touch. They're one of my favorite networks outside of Fair and Balanced, Brian Tyler Cohen, Bo of the Fifth Column, because they give us the skinny, they give us information, we can research it for ourselves. So, according to the Miedas Touch article, which I will link in the description, Lauren Boebert says that the Beetlejuice the production made her horny. Because who doesn't get our horn dog on watching people look like they're the walking undead in a musical with children around us, because that's normal. And I'm not going to sit here and kink shame. Mama does her dirt. I'm not going to tell you about the whips and chains in my closet. I mean, I don't have a lot of whips and chains. There's some, not more than the normal. But anyway, I digress. So, Boebert said of the incident that as a mother of 4 boys and a grandmother to a beautiful grandson, that's my first job before anything else on my priority. Well, she wasn't thinking about that when she was getting her ho on in the middle of a Beetlejuice production. And she makes a statement that she was human. Of course she is. No one's saying she isn't. And she claimed that she was not intoxicated. So out goes the window, the premise that she was not of her right mind when she was doing what she was doing. When Boebert was asked if she got carried away because she was enthralled by Beetlejuice, she appeared to blame the presence of infrared cameras, which she said were not present when she was dating 20 years ago. Infrared cameras did not make you grab your date's junk. It's like, what the? Fire them. Fire your spokespeople. They are not doing you a service. Boebert added that her job is to bring levity, not gravity, to her constituents' lives. Honey, you're not a comedian. You're a congresswoman. You're supposed to be bringing gravity to everything that you do. What, you're going to wear red nose and clown shoes going into the Congress room as you try to talk about things like, raising the minimum wage, making sure that people don't die from deadly diseases. Come on, hon. Who's writing this for you? Fire them immediately. That does not even make sense. Let's go further. And she says, at the end of the interview, Boebert reiterated that she had ended the relationship with her date and said all future date nights with anyone are canceled. Well, it's interesting that you still trying to say you only dated him once when all indicators are that you had an ongoing relationship with this man for several months. So she's still lying too. I engaged in public displays of affection, but you know where I never did that? I never did it at a park. I never did it in front of any children. Generally, if I did anything like that, it was with my date, and it was in a club with other people who were adults, 18 and up, and it was never anything where somebody was grabbing my hoo-hoos or anything like that. I might have been a nice kiss, maybe got a little amorous. But if he started doing this, I was like, no, let's not go that far. But if we're going to go that far, let's leave. Let's get our, whatever we got going. Grab your drink. I'll grab my little, seltzer water, whatever. I drank seltzer water. There were a couple of times I drank, what's that stuff? White Russians. I like those if I do have a tendency to drink, but I don't like drink. I don't like alcohol. I don't like the taste of it. But at the end of the day, the way I see it is you can have adult fun in an adult setting. You know what? I also did those things when I was in my 20s, when I had no responsibilities. And to me, there's a reasonable and responsible way to have the kind of fun that she was trying to enjoy. And yet, what she tried to do was have fun at the expense of others. She blew smoke on people. She did not care that she was loud. She did not care that people who paid the same ticket price as she did were wanting to hear and see and enjoy it as much as she was. This wasn't about her being human. This was about her being selfish. And she has shown a pattern of being selfish. Her ideology is selfish. And the idea that she's trying to spin this, even though she knows she inconvenienced other people and made it to where she ruined it for those children in that theater, lets you know that Colorado, get rid of this woman. She's not a good person. She's not a good representative. Previously, I used to hang out in underground clubs. There was one called The Chamber. It was a fetish club. I was really heavy into the golf scene. There were a lot of goths there. There were people all stripes. There were cross-dressers. There were drag queens. And I will tell you, out of all those people I met, and all those times when we were doing our young people dirt, not one of those people I knew would have ever done what Lauren Boebert did. As much as she thinks she's better than them, I know not one of them would have done what she did. They would have never blown smoke on a pregnant woman. They would have never done the things that they were inclined to do in the clubs in front of children. Don't let her get it twisted. This isn't about slut shaming. This is about saying that there's a standard that we expect from people representing us. Colorado, do your due diligence. Do your duty come election time. Thanks.